Hi there, students. Ramifications or repercussions? Okay, whenever we do something, it has consequences. Everything we do has a consequence. And all of these consequences are the ramifications. Whereas the repercussions are the bad things that happen as a result of doing something. So perhaps if you increase taxes, one of the repercussions is that people have less money to spend and the economy doesn't go as well. But ramifications of increasing taxes, maybe you then have more money to spend on healthcare or roads or infrastructure. So ramifications are the consequences of your action. The ramifications can be positive, they can be negative, they can be neutral. They can be a subtle change in something. So one of the ramifications of his speech is that people will trust him more. The ramifications of your actions are very often very difficult to work out. The repercussions are normally simple, and the repercussions are the negative things, the negative consequences that come from an action. And I think ramifications has a much wider scope, whereas repercussions focus on negative things. I think also ramifications are much subtler. I think ramifications focuses down to a much clearer detail. Ramifications looks at the deeper meanings of your actions, which can be very complex. And when you have a child, when you're bringing up a child, you do many things because you think this is going to be good for them. But there are many other ramifications, many other things that happen as a result. And there may be repercussions from it as well. So, I don't know, sending children to school. Well, the ramifications are that they learn to socialize, that they learn to follow the rules. But there may be repercussions because perhaps they end up hating learning, or they hate mathematics, or they hate a particular subject. That would be a repercussion. So yeah, the ramifications talk about all of the impact, whereas the repercussions are about the negative consequences. I think very often repercussions are what somebody does. Often there are repercussions when somebody dislikes something or disagrees with something you do. If I hit you, one of the repercussions is that you hit me back, tit for tat. Ramifications can be negative or positive, but repercussions are negative. I think ramifications are much more complex, much deeper, whereas I think repercussions are more straightforward. And ramifications are not a response to something, they're just the results of it. Whereas repercussions talks more about a reaction to something. So a company's decision to cut jobs may lead to various ramifications: decreased morale, improvement in productivity, fear among the employees. It can be difficult to know the ramifications. But But if a company cuts jobs and the employees protest or go on strike, this is a direct repercussion of the decision of the company. So I think, yeah, ramifications are much more complex and can go either way. The legal ramifications of a new law can be very complex. They could change society. The ramifications of quitting a stable job to start your own business can have good and bad things, financial difficulties, personal satisfaction. Whereas repercussions are always negative. It's a negative response. The immediate repercussions of a decision to lay off employees can include a strike. A person who is fired from their job will face long-term repercussions, such as having difficulty finding a new job. So repercussions are negative. Repercussions are very often unintended, unwelcome or punitive, and repercussions focus more on the rebound, on the reaction to something, whereas ramifications can be positive, negative and neutral, but are more complex. It describes the branches. A ramification, a tree ramifies. The branches get smaller and smaller and smaller. Ramifications very often is used in formal or legal or technical situations. Driving without a license might be fun, but the legal ramification may not be. The number of traffic accidents is on the rise as the repercussion of reducing the minimum age to obtain a driving license. The company fires 10% of its workforce. The ramifications are all the potential outcomes: logistic, legal, morale, and the immediate repercussions could be the workers going on strike. So ramifications. This comes from Ramifications in Middle French, from medieval Latin, ramificio, ficio to make, and the branches, to divide into branches, to branch out. Repercussion comes from repercutio in Latin. Again, percutio, to beat again. Through, quatio, to shake through. So it's the aftershocks of an earthquake. So the decision to cut funding will have long-term ramifications. The economic recession had far-reaching ramifications for business. The new tax policy had serious ramifications for middle-class families. The scandal had serious ramifications for the politician's career. Environmental pollution will have negative ramifications on future generations. The discovery of the fraud had legal ramifications for the company. His decision to quit his job had serious repercussions for his financial stability. The reckless actions of the company had severe repercussions on the environment. The student knew that being caught cheating in the exam would have repercussions on his academic career. The conflict between the two countries could have political repercussions. So, let's see formality, ramifications. 6.5 in formality. I think is something you could use informally, but it's something much better in a more semi-formal or formal framework. And repercussions, again, 6.5 in formality. I think you could use it informally, but it's better in something neutral or more formal. So, repercussions and ramifications. Bye for now.